students, how are you? I hope all are you good. Welcome back to another class. Today let me start English chapter number 13, The Last Stone Massey. Our traditional arts and crafts, which are an important part of our culture and heritage, are dying out. Why are these traditional crafts dying out? Maybe it is because the handicraft trade does not fetch much money. Artisans struggle hard to make both ends meet. They don't have adequate material to make products. They need markets to sell their products. But there isn't much demand for their products. Young artisans want to earn more money and are in favor of mass production of items that can be produced quickly rather than by hand. This makes them leave their family handicraft industry. Should they do this? Should we let our traditional arts and crafts die out? Can we do anything to stop it? A sculptor loves to carve beautiful statues. He loves his art and is totally committed to it, regardless of the financial difficulties he faces in doing his work. Let us enter into the small world of an old artist and see what his son has to say to his father. The young man threw the hammer and the chisel to the ground and cried, I'm leaving you. मैं तुम्हें छोड़ के जा रहा हूँ. Father, I'm leaving you and your work. Look what it has brought us. He spread out his arms. Look at this small, congested, dark room. The slab of stone are marble stacked up. In one corner, the coat covered with heaps of used clothes. The paint of whitewashed walls has come off. Look what it has brought us. Nothing, nothing, nothing. The young man repeated in anger. This kind of work just doesn't pay. The old man stared at his son. His voice, though trembling, had not lost its usual gentleness. It is not the money and on that matters, son. It is the service to God. So, father, times have changed. मतलब समय बदल गया है. And so has the stonemason's work. You cannot live carving sculptures for temples only. Come on, father, you have to mass produce like all the other people in Agra. So the lines around the old man's mouth tightened. He said, No, my son, this is the work I have learned from my father, and he had learned from his father. We have kept up this tradition for hundreds of years, and I hope you would continue our work. No, father, there is so much more money in candlestands, paperweights, ashtrays, and plates for tourists. The young man walked out of the room angrily. The old man sat before the half-finished marble statues of Radha and Krishna. He dropped his hands into his lap and closed his eyes. He was praying. He did not seem to listen to the hesitant goodbye. The son called out from the door. He said, Stay. Master Ji, Salim, the servant boy, entered the workshop. His voice was filled with concern. He held a cup of tea in his hand. The old man lifted his head. He had a pale face and looked old and tired. He said, Salim, son, I will be the last stonemason here. As everyone has gone to Agra, look, Gopal, my son, has gone too. Now I'll have to finish this sculpture all by myself. The old man looked at the orphaned boy Salim and said, I have very little strength. I can't work with the chisel the way I used to. Carving takes too long a time. I have to finish the work and I will leave. The boy offered tea to the man and said, Please drink this. I will do you good. Yes, I know you will finish the work. The old man sighed and picked up the chisel and the hammer. He loved his work and didn't want to change it for any other work in the world. 4 days together, the men worked continuously without taking any rest. His one desire was to finish the sculpture, which would be his last. He worked till his hands began to tremble and his shoulders started to ache. His arms grew heavy and his eyes grew tired, and then he couldn't see anymore. At that moment, Salim returned. He saw the old man and asked him to eat some food. The old man whispered. At that moment, Salim returned. He saw the old man and asked him to eat some food. The old man whispered, I'm not going to finish it, so I will not complete it if Gopal was here, it would have been different. Although he was not a good sculptor, he had difficulty in carving the face and hands properly. There was something missing in his fingers, and that something can't be taught. Salim whispered, because it comes from somewhere deep inside you. So you are right, Salim. And then the old man added, and if you don't have it inside you, then you had better go to Agra and mass produce ashtrays for the tools. The boy asked Masterji to eat, and after feeling a little better, the old man picked up his hammer and chisel again and worked till late in the night. In those days, he prayed a lot. Now he prayed for help and strength, and he prayed for his son. In the early hours of the morning, the chisel fell from the old man's hand. The hammer dropped to the ground, and he fainted. इसको वो बेहोश हो गया था. When the old man opened his eyes, he found himself on the porch in his bedroom, covered by a light cotton blanket. From the workshop, the chipping around of the chisel reached his ears. He listened, he heard correctly. He could hear it again, strong blow of the hammer on the top of a chisel. Gopal, he was back. Gopal had returned. He should help him. They would finish the statue together. Weakly, he walked to the door. Gopal, he was about to say, but the word froze on his lips. No, he wanted to cry out, stop the work, but he couldn't move and stood staring at the young stone carver walking at the face of the statue. It wasn't his son, Gopal, but Sunny, his servant. The old man watched, stunned, unable to speak. Anger gave way to a feeling of admiration. Hey, hi Ram, the old man whispered finally. When the weakness had left him, he walked over to the boy, put his hand on his shoulder. Salim, the boy started, he turned looking up at his master. I only want to help, whispered the boy. I will help learn if you teach me, Masterji. I have been practicing secretly for almost 2 years in the quarry. I know I should not have done this, but isn't this different, Masterji? This is sculpture, isn't it? Okay? So, the old man pulled the boy's head against his shoulder and whispered, there is nothing I can teach you, my son. Go ahead, you have it in your heart. I know you will be one of the best stone masters India Gilby ever had. So, dear students, the chapter is in here. I hope you all are very well understand whole chapter. We will meet to the next class. Thank you, everyone.